Welcome to Celebrate Aging here at Emmanuel Community. I'm Vicki Marthaler, your hostess, and we continue to celebrate our volunteers. Like I've been telling you, we have many opportunities here on the Emmanuel campus for volunteers, and today I am with Luann Gerdes with the auxiliary, and I'm also with Betty Hirschberger. And we're going to talk with Betty first. Betty, you are certainly noted for your musical ability, but you were telling me about adult daycare when you began volunteering.
When I first started, I was working down in the daycare room with Sandy and Heidi, and I really enjoyed that. And that was such a special time, and I have so many good memories of all the people that I learned to know there, and it was wonderful working with Sandy and Heidi. And we did lots of different things. We had activities, exercising, readings, and music times, and I had some wonderful guys that used to love to sing along, you know, on some of those old songs. That was so much fun.
It is very fun. And you'd even help set the table and
then
with the
we'd
meals?
help with a noon meal and set the table and help clean up, and then probably be there till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and spent the day there. And it was good.
It was a blessing.
Yeah, it was a blessing. This volunteering has really added a lot to my life too, like someone else said already here. I think you get more of a blessing than the people you work with and under and so forth and for, and it's wonderful. They're so appreciative of the little things that you do for them so many times, and that's a blessing.
Well, I know you've been volunteering for a number of years. We were thinking over 15?
Well, I think it's over 15. I'm not really sure how long it has been. I also do sing-along at the Madison once a month.
Wow, and that's our apartment building, one of our apartment buildings.
And I'm going to start doing, this month I'm going to start doing sing-along at the Lamplighter once a month.
Nice.
So.
Well, everybody loves music. There's something about music that
it's just wonderful
touches our hearts.
How those people, especially in the special care unit, how that music just gets to them, and then they sing along. It's wonderful when you see them singing along with those old songs.
Betty's talking about our Oak Lane, where we have memory care, special for people with Alzheimer's or different dementias, and oftentimes they have a hard time communicating, but music is just that common ground, and we just thank you as a volunteer that you will spend time on Oak Lane, and you do minister to them with that music.
It's just a wonderful opportunity. I was a little apprehensive when I first asked me to play there, you know, but I found out that it's been a very enjoyable and really a good time to the people that I've learned to know there, and the ones that really sing along. I've got a gal there now that just loves singing along.
And you remember those songs too that they respond to.
That was amazing to me that I did remember so many of those old songs, you know.
It was good therapy for you too.
Looking them up on the internet was a wonderful way to find out the words to a lot of those songs. That was really a big help for me.
It does help.
Yeah.
I tell you, you can get lyrics from all kinds of songs. I found out that too.
It was fun. Yeah. So I got a pretty good collection.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Yeah, it's been fun.
You know, Betty's been in music therapy even before music therapy was even a word.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
So how did you get to know about volunteering here?
Well, we had a sign up at church, a little note up at our church one time about that. Apparently the pastor at the church there had gotten a note from Emmanuel needing volunteers, and it just resonated with me somehow, and I thought that's something I really would love to do, and it's been a very blessed experience for me.
Well, and
I can't say enough good about it as far as what it's done for me.
Well, we think Betty is a blessing too. So again, if you're interested in volunteering, we'd like to hear from you, and that you could come in. Barb Schiller is our volunteer coordinator, and she would visit with you about all the opportunities here. And you know Barb, of course. You talk with
Barb,
her.
I know Barb. Yeah.
So thank you, Betty, for all you do. Keep up the music.
Well, thank you. I surely shall.
All right.
Appreciate it.
And now we're going to talk with Luann Gerdes about the auxiliary and some of the other volunteering that Luann does. Luann, I love your hats. I totally love your hats. Every time you come, and it's often that you are wandering the hallways of Emmanuel, helping and being a volunteer. I love your hats. You're just way fun. So tell me a little bit about how did you get to know that there was something over here at Emmanuel you could do and wanted to do?
Well, I think it came through the church too, and then we have a member at our church that has been very active over the years in the auxiliary, and she encouraged me to join. So I made the appointment to go to the meeting and join the auxiliary, and I don't think I've been anything but an officer ever since.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that.
It's very rewarding to belong to an organization that does nothing but volunteer and gets no pay for it and gets the enjoyment out of it. And that's the most important thing.
Well, we get the enjoyment of having you here. I help with the auxiliary as well, and I count on Luann for many things. I'm always calling her, if nothing else, picking her brain, because you know a lot of stuff under that hat.
Yeah, under the hat, there's a little bit going yet.
How long do you think you've been a volunteer here?
I think I joined about 1980, and I've been a volunteer ever since. I've done different volunteer jobs. I'm in the auxiliary, but I work in the gift shop and help with the gift shop together. Right now I do all the card buying for the gift shop. And I've been, like I said, officers from one to the other, from treasurer to secretary to vice president to co-president, and then on down the list again. And active in our fundraisers.
Yes, thank you for
and
that.
And also I've taken on the job, I think 2 years ago, of being a coordinator for the funerals.
And we appreciate that. It's a big ministry. Now, when you say about 1980, that's like over 30 years. Have you seen some changes around here?
Oh, yes. Changes in people, of course. There's always changes in people, but changes in the physical property of Emmanuel, because it was a very small unit when it started. I saw it built.
2 wings.
So it's a very, very small unit when it started. But and I've seen the people, I think I've seen more volunteers in the later years than I did in the early years.
Oh, that's nice to hear, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
And you see many people, not a lot of people belong to the auxiliary. We're a small group. I think we have about 40 members. It costs $10 a year to belong to the auxiliary.
Okay, those are dues, $10
Those are
a
dues
year.
for $10 a year for dues to belong to the auxiliary. And we work in the different various, everybody does something different. We have people that do hair.
Yes,
we have people that do escort service. I've done that for years. And things like that. And it isn't all a luncheon or fun. We put in a lot of hours.
Yes, you do. And I know sometimes you work events.
Oh, yes, we work events.
Like we do have the Christmas at Emmanuel, and you have the treasure sale, and the bake sale
and
that goes with that. So that's once a year.
And we have the Tree of Greeting every Christmas to buy a big item for Emmanuel.
Always wonderful.
And over
very
the
successful.
Years, yeah,
very
successful. And we couldn't do it without the people in the community.
That's true. It's kind of like the auxiliary gathers the people in the community for a special project or what needs to be done. Now, the auxiliary meets 3 times a year.
The second Monday at noon in June, September, and November.
So there's really just 3 formal meetings that we have, and it's a luncheon.
Meetings.
And that's kind of what the dues covers. It covers the cost of the meal, basically. And then we do have officers, and like you say, we have run a couple of special projects throughout the year.
And the gift shop.
And the gift shop. And that is growing, by the way, as well. Because we're adding the clothing. We have a clothing shop, too, now.
We have. It's going great.
It is.
It's going great.
So if anyone is welcome to join the auxiliary, we should offer an invitation.
Definitely come to our meeting in June.
The second Monday.
The second Monday in June at noon.
Yep. Come and learn about us. Come and learn about the auxiliary. And it's not just for women.
No. It's for women and men.
Yep. So I know auxiliaries have kind of got the women thing going for a while, but we're breaking new ground. So we
have men.
We have men and women. If you want to be a part of the auxiliary, part of an important part of volunteering here at Emmanuel, making a difference in lives, we welcome you. The second Monday of June, come for our noon luncheon and get introduced. Luann, thank you for all that you do. And all the volunteers at Emmanuel, we're celebrating you.